I got started here. You know when to jump in. Okay. Give you a second, another second to catch up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers of all ages, Origins Gaming Convention and Windmill Games proudly presents to you the loudest game at the con! The Adventure Reading Educational Preparatory Super Elementary Fortress 555! The graceful in the suburbs running city, the center of the anime multiverse. No, not even for the camera. I'm going to keep talking because I don't really have a voice. If I keep talking like this, I'm going to pass out. Okay, go!
It is, of course, based on the wildly popular television show of the same name that you all remember from when you were kids.
Doesn't matter, you're as young as... Wow, everybody's old.
Whether you're as young as her or as old as Jay, you will remember the cartoon from when you were kids. It was brand new and on and totally new and totally awesome. You remember coming down on Saturday morning with your feety pajamas,
and you get a big bowl of cereal. It's your favorite cereal. It's like chocolate covered honey, marshmallow, frosted sugar bacon O's. With real prawn. And it was the greatest thing in the world. And you would sit this close to the TV, because if you're this close, it's like you're
actually there.
It's like you're there. And then your mom would be like,
hey, clean up your room.
Mom, watch the TV.
Hey, clean up your room.
Mom, watch TV.
Hey, clean up your room.
Mom, watch TV. Eventually she would get tired, because old people really don't have a long staying power, you know, and they forget things. They get wandering
off. Bored.
They start talking about, like, being regular and stuff like that. Boring stuff like that.
And taxes.
But oh, wow, taxes. I don't have any idea what that is. Anyway, then you go to school the next day and be like, oh my God,
everything happened.
But they blew
up the school.
How are they going to ever recover?
I have no idea.
How are they going to explain this?
I don't know.
Everybody would watch it except for that kid. Nobody liked that kid. Her parents just let her watch PBS, and she would always tell the teacher when she forgot to give you homework on a Friday before a gaming convention, we don't like that kid.
We hate that
Unless you are that kid, sidebar, we love you. Edutainment, PBS, wave of the future. This is not edutainment in any way, shape, or form.
It is in fact the polar opposite of edutainment. It is merely tainment.
That is because of that, nothing that would not happen on an idealized grade school that's TVY7 not airing on the Fox network will happen in this game. That means
no nudity unless your name is Farley, and I don't think anybody's playing Farley. Oh,
that way we don't
Sky Cow.
That way we don't have to tell the player to not strip down, which we have had to tell people
We have, in fact, had to tell people not to take their pants off.
Alright, that means
no swearing. The principal did not fight in the potty mouth wars of 19-12 for you to use foul language in his school. We had to say diggity because Vecna stole our word for 427,212. .3. We chased him down for diggity 700 miles to get it back. We were in really good shape back in those days.
It was amazing.
It was tremendous.
Also, there will be no violence in this game.
That is a darn dirty lie,
Second script. No violins.
Yes,
no violins in this game.
In the extremely likely event of violence, it will always be cartoony and have no lasting ramifications whatsoever, just like in real life. Like, you guys know this song.
You know, like in case, like, you know, your husband or whatever ticks you off, you kick him down a flight of steps through a pit of sharks who all have lasers on their head and somehow are also bears driving cars loaded with dynamite, and it explodes and stuff like that, and he just goes up, his hair's sticking up, blinks a couple of times, everybody's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything in this game is completely original.
If you think you've seen anything like
a martial artist,
or Martin the Mercurian, anywhere else
from Mercuria,
there are one of three things that
Doggy
are happening.
Howler MD.
Totally original.
Our guest character.
One, you're mistaken, and everybody in this room is pretty old, so that happens.
Yep.
We understand.
Totally reasonable.
Two, somebody is videotaping us right now to show it to their bosses so they can invent time travel to go forward or backwards in time to take the money out of our pockets and the food out of the mouth of our unborn daughter, Brian Jr. She's a handsome lass, full beard at 3.
Full beard
I'm so happy.
Old. We are so proud.
And an alcohol problem.
Yeah, well,
you know, drink, you know it happens. Also,
an alcohol con with a gaming problem.
All right. Also, adults in this game are completely omnipotent. They are stronger, faster, tougher than you in every single way. But one thing they are not, in fact, they are Downright dumb.
Really dumb. Once you reach the ripe old age of 18, you become absolutely, completely, 100% stupid. Cell phones. Cell phone check. Alright.
Alright.
Put your phones over here.
Over there. He's been a zombie for a year. He shambles around. He like flies.
Takes his head off occasionally. Throws it around. Plays jump rope with his intestines.
His parents haven't seemed to notice.
It's been a year. They haven't noticed. You guys can smell him from a mile away, and his parents haven't noticed yet.
If you have a wearable prop, it must be worn at all times, unless for some reason it's not. In which case,
stuff happens.
Stuff happens. Is that everything? Yes.
Did we forget anything? Cut.
No, just the coloring, but we're not going to be holding sheets, so it doesn't matter. Go! Boring stuff.
Okay. See this? This is a D20, otherwise known as a D20, or a die.
Or as they say in Spanish. What was 20 in Spanish?
Bente.
Yes.
Di Bente.
Or as they say in Mercurian.
There we go.
Exactly.
He will explain this.
I will give you a brief tutorial on how to roll dice. You will shake it like a Polaroid picture. Even though it doesn't make any cool noise like our D12 or our K12
Go,
do.
move, faster,
All right,
faster.
Trust you. All right, you'll shake it, you'll toss it on the ground. You'll try to get a number that is between 1 and some number. I think it's 20.
Yep.
And you will compare it to a number on your report card. I don't really care anymore. Because
if it looks like it's a low number, you'll succeed.
if it looks like it's a high number, you'll fail unless you're doing something crazy. But I will explain your character sheet very briefly, your report card. Math and science is your thinky bits. It's everything to do with your brains and your ability to remember things and your ability to notice stuff and perhaps figure out how to build giant robots. And you have math and physical education. Sorry, physical education. Physical education is everything to do with your body. So running and jumping and climbing trees and putting on makeup while you're up there is physical education. Then you have your social studies. Your social studies is your ability to win friends and influence people. Your ability to convince people to do stuff. Your ability to convince your mom that it totally wasn't you that pushed your brother down the stairs onto those bullets. It was totally your other twin brother that you just made up 5 seconds ago. Then you have your elective. Your elective is your superpower. That is the thing that you are better at than anybody else. That is the thing that only you can do. Then you have your other classes, your curriculum. Your curriculum is other stuff that you're good at. Then you have health in the extremely likely event of violence. If you get blown up or disintegrated or set on fire.
We'll get to that later.
You'll need to roll your equal to or less than your health on this D20 or be sent to the nurse's office. When you're sent to the nurse's office, you will have to go over there and get a drink of water. Then you have needs improvement. Everybody needs improvement in something. Everybody has something they need improvement on. If you are trying to go against the thing that you need improvement on, you need to roll equal to or less than that number on this die. That number is always a 2. Finally, you have snacks. Now snacks. Oh man, that was terrible.
Yeah. Welcome to puberty.
Cut.
Yay for Sunday at a con.
I need
Go.
All right.
Action.
And action. Now snacks are of course the most important thing in this game. Snacks.
Snacks are how many?
The number of candies you start the game with. Now you might ask yourself,
Self.
what can I use candy for?
What can I use candy for?
I'm glad you asked. You can use candy for one of 4 things. 4, count them 4. Number 1, you can spend a snack by giving it to us to automatically succeed on any roll, even if you've already rolled and failed. Number 2, you may get a snack for doing something totally awesome, whether it entertains us or whether it entertains other people, it's funny, or whether we just like the cut of your gibberish. Number 3, you can get snacks for doing your snack power, or you can spend snacks to activate your snack power depending on what it is. Your tiara is upside down. And finally, the last one that we're actually going to discuss is number 4. Why are you staring at me like that? Number 4, the universal game mechanic, the only universal game mechanic in existence. Candy is delicious and you can eat it. We guarantee that you can take it to any other game at all, no matter what that game is, whether it's another role-playing game, whether it's another LARP, whether it's like some sort of a sporting event of some sort, like a cricket match or something, you can take it there and you can still eat it. Universal game mechanic. And that's the end of the boring stuff.
Now